Oh, hi.
Hi.
Sorry it's been so long since our last show. Glad to see you haven't forgotten us, though, because we have been really busy. We decided since we've been in the studio so much to take advantage of the bright lights and get a suntan like all the real people outside in the real world. And I remember when I was a little...
There's been a lot of bands here in town, and we were lucky enough to get some interviews and some music to show to you tonight. So in 10 words or less, Maya, why don't you pick which band we should do first?
Well, Pam, I know what band you want to see first.
Okay, let's do the Ramones.
We are in Eugene at the EMU with two of the Ramones, Johnny and Dee Dee. Howdy. Welcome again to Eugene. Hi. Nice to have you back again. Where you been before here? What's happening on this tour?
Where have we been before here?
Yeah, it's a big tour.
Where were we? Sacramento. We hit every city in the country.
And then a couple. You going to Portland right tomorrow night?
Yeah, Portland, and then Seattle, Vancouver.
And when DOA is playing with, how many days is DOA playing with you?
I don't know. I think Portland, Seattle, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen them before? You know about them?
Yeah, I have the record, and we played with them, I think, a few years ago.
Yeah?
I think.
I want to know how much longer you're going to be doing records and music. Like you've been doing it since when?
Well, we're going to keep doing it as long as we're good.
You're great. You guys have
and, we think we're still good, so we're going to keep doing it.
That's great. We should be able to be good for another at least 2 more years or so.
Yeah.
When I saw you in Portland, you said your dream was to be as big as the Beatles. That's what you were saying back then.
That's what we said?
That's what you said, I remember.
No, we just want to do what we do, and we're having a good time doing this. We just want to be a cult band. It's fun being a cult band,
We just want to be a cult band and be and not sell out.
Well, you haven't done that, that's for sure. But still, you're the greatest group, putting out some of the best records constantly, all of them good. Without a doubt, there have been no letdowns, all the albums. And we play them. I got a radio show that I play the Ramones all the time. I've been playing them for a long time.
Good.
And your new album is great. There's not a...
Question to ask, kind of on the same line as what you were asking. You say you're going to be doing what you're doing as long as you live. How do you see how it's going to change? I mean, of course you can't see, but you're going to mutate. I mean, like getting old, how do you anticipate that in your music? I mean, right now you kind of have I hate to say it, a stereotype of, rock and roll high school. How are you going to grow with that, or are you growing out of that now?
No, we don't want to grow out of it.
We don't want to grow.
You always want to,
We're a punk rock band, and we can see what we're doing, and we know how we are. We know live.
Do you see how that's going to change, or are you always going to be the same?
Once we can't do what we do as good as we do it, then it's time to stop.
Once we change, we'd be no good. We wouldn't be any good if we changed.
We're the best at what we do, and changing,
But do you see as what you're doing now is the best for now, but do you think that's the best it's going to be forever?
Forever. It's good forever. It's no good to change.
But when you get old, don't you see that's changing?
We want to stay the same way as we were in the first album.
And once we can't be that way, it's time to stop.
But you won't. You'll stop doing what you're doing now.
Stop being the Ramones.
Right?
We'll stop being the Ramones.
We might open up a newsstand or a laundromat or a...
Whatever's...
You don't worry about those things. I don't think I...
Don't you look ahead, though? Don't you look ahead and think about stuff like that?
What, opening a newsstand? It's not much to look forward to, is it?
No. But a lot of people can't grow old in the business. They reach a certain point.
That's their problem, They just become parodies of themselves, and they become a joke. And people lose respect.
Well, it's hard for America to grow old. Don't you think a lot of...
Well,
don't you see that? Or?
When you're an athlete, they get rid of you. And if you're a horse, they shoot you. So...
What do they do with you when you're a musician?
Musicians have the freedom to continue on and just become jokes, so it's time to get out. You gotta know when the time is there. And each album, we just take each album as it comes, and we know that we're still okay now. And we'll just see what the next album does, but I mean, how long can you go on playing punk rock for? I mean, you can't play punk rock when you're old. I mean, that's silly, you know? So,
You're not old yet.
I mean, we're good for another, we should be good for another 2 more years. Live, we're better than ever.
So you're over here you're going to go to the US Festival pretty soon?
No, we're not going, no.
Well, you're going to be in it.
No, we're not going to be in it, no.
Aren't you in the US Festival?
No, we
We
don't.
played there last year, and they asked us if we didn't want to play there last year at all. We didn't want to do it, and they asked us to play this year and offered us a lot of money, and we said no.
I saw some advertisement.
No, we don't want to be in no hippie festivals, you know.
No.
It's for,
We said under no circumstances would we play that festival.
you know, it's like Woodstock
good.
and things like that, you know. It's,
Okay, as far
we
as
just want to play for our audience. That's, you know.
video, are you doing any other
Yeah, we made
videos
2
or working on?
videos. We made 2 videos off the new album, one on Time Has Come Today and another one on Psychotherapy. And Psychotherapy is all finished, and it was given to MTV. MTV refuses to show it because it was too violent. They wanted it edited, which we didn't want it edited, but the record company has edited it anyway and gave it back to them, and they still said it's still too violent, so that's it for that video, for that one.
So,
It's the best video that we've ever seen, too. So you got to try to get to see it somehow.
well, you're going to show it in the movie theaters or something. Huh?
Psychotherapy. The Time Has Come Today. It'll be done, finished, edited in about a few more days. So.
G-rated video.
Yeah, it's probably a GPG, you know.
So as far as video, you're going to start. What do you think about that? I mean, is it real frustrating for you to work with video, or is it scripted?
Well, I
or,
guess you do anything good, then they don't show it. So it's very hard.
so you feel it would be nice if you could like edit your own stuff. Would you like to get into that sort of thing, or you
We
don't even?
know how to edit a video.
We have a guy who does it for.
But as far as
We found a talented
that-
producer to do it for us.
that thinks along the same lines that you like what he does.
Right.
Like, he won't pick out the most commercial song. He picks out Psychotherapy and says that's the one we're going to do.
Instead of somebody thinking commercially and looking for the most commercial song, he wanted to do the song that he visualizes the best.
This person found you, or you found this person?
Yeah, we saw a video by Wall of Voodoo, Mexican radio, and we thought that was great, so we found out who did that one, and he seemed to be the best video maker out there, you know?
I just want to know how the tour was going. You playing big clubs or places like this all the way?
Some colleges, big clubs, theaters, depends on what the size of the city is.
Yeah, the bigger the city, the more people show up for you.
Yeah. You know, so, that's about it.
I just want to wish you success. Hope you can keep putting out good records
All right,
because
Yeah, keep doing it.
we really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay.
That's all, folks.
Let's just leave him hung up here and take off for a beer.
Hey,